Seeing as how this year has been the year of Capcom games for me, with most of my playtime being in the Resident Evil titles, some Monster Hunter here and there, and then the Dead Rising games, I wanted to sit down and knock out a quick challenge run that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. And since I've been out of the game for a while, a randomizer mod for Monster Hunter World has come out, and I wanted to see if I could beat the game with everything randomized. Weapons, Palico gear, scout flies, random. The big thing though, monster spawns. Everything can spawn anywhere. Oh, also, I'm gonna do the whole run naked. That means no armor. No, not that. Anyway, sit back, relax, and let's see if Monster Hunter World can be beaten if everything is randomized and all armor is banned. Enjoy. Starting off the run, I skip the intro with the cutscene skip and then run to Astera, where I immediately go to check on the shop and the workshop inventories. Unfortunately, I forgot that the workshop was not available at the start of the game, and I come back to do that after the first mission.
Oh, wait, let's check what's in the supply shop. Let's see what's in the supply shop. I know the supply shop gets randomized as well, so what do we get? Meggies? We got Meggy Poshies? Ancient Poshies? Wow, okay, you know, ooh, hold on, Winter Star ticket. Don't those get event gear? Well, in normal gameplay? I can't look at the tree yet.
I then chose to start off with a sword and shield because I figured having a block would be a big help, and I ran off to tackle the first of the quests. And also to relearn the moveset because I haven't played World in a long time, and well, the moveset is a little less fluid than in Wild, so I needed to relearn it.
Oh, hello. Hello?
There were a few weapon trees that didn't look terrible, but the material costs were all over the place in this seed, which meant making improvements would be a major pain later on if I hard committed to getting any specific weapon. Likewise, the Armory had some really spicy choices in stock, but they were going to cost an arm and a leg to even buy, so those were also off the table for quite some time. Anyways, I then take out the Kestodons and move on to tracking down the Great Jagras, or something. And it turns out to be a Pukey for the first hunt. Pretty standard. During this fight, I very quickly remembered just how much I hated the Clutch Claw, and also note that I can take a hit or two at the moment in the low rank hunts. So that is a little bit of a breather.
Come on, come on. There he is. Oh, good. And poison. Okay. Oh. Wait, never mind. Fight's done. He was on 1 HP. Cool. Never mind. Crisis averted. It'd be so cool to get an archipelago of Monster Hunter. I need to look to see if it's a thing. I need to see if somebody's made me, because it would be so fun to do an archipelago.
The Pukey hunt is relatively quick with the added element damage from the weapon, and we then move on to the next event. But before setting out, I then took a look at some weapons for Peeve and found what sounded like a pretty good upgrade that only required a Pukey sack to make. And that gave Peeve paralysis on his attacks, and that sounded really good, so I crafted that up for the little buddy. From here, it was back to the ancient forest to find a new campsite. And the Kulu Yaku, I think it was hard-coded for this mission because it wasn't random when the cutscene ended, and I did the standard Kulu hunt for mission 2, which, well, it went by pretty quick.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're in the... Stop glitching over the log! I'm not glitching, but you're just jumping all over the place.
On to the next mission here, and I have a bit of trouble finding what the monster is. See, at first I think it is the Jagras, but after a quick fight, it turned out that was not the case.
Oh, he's just done. Okay, there's Jagras. And he also was not the target.
Then, a little later, I stumbled onto my arch nemesis, the Diablos.
Here, wait a minute. What is it? Oh, it's a Diablos?
And I got wiped incredibly quickly as he one-taps me right now, even with the low rank multiplier.
One shot. Oh, no. How do I jump again? Okay. He waited for me to hit the ground before he even started tunneling. Man, this is actually a rough start. I was excited for a minute. But then we rolled Diablos on Hunt 2.
So, once back in the mission, I beat the Diablos with a blast sword and shield.
Oh, okay. Much better showing on round 2 here. Now that I'm not being a dipshit, like taking into account that I don't have defense. Okay, what was that? What was? Okay, you know, I need to stop talking. I need to just not say things because every time that I say something bad happens. Oh my gosh.
But it turns out this also was not the quest monster.
Wait. Hold on. The Diablos wasn't even the thing? What am I hunting?
So I started running around everywhere looking for what it was, only to then find out that it was a great Gyros and then proceeded to roll the lizard.
Oh, never mind. It's a Gyro. Oh. Interesting. It shouldn't be that bad, right? I've lost a lot of oomph for this quest, but now that I know that it's a tiny guy that's easily missable and could be literally anywhere, this makes this so annoying. I did the Diablos in like 26 minutes. Yeah, that was bullying at the end. That was...
From here, it was time to head out on the best kind of quest, and into the Wildspire Waste. And then I should probably note here that I disregarded one of the rules of the cutscene skip mod, which was to not use it on this mission, so we got some funny stuff that happened here. But cutscene skip ended up making things break in this one, starting with the handler pushing the cart before it was even in place. And then I took a walk to just gather up some spare items along the path before getting to the Rathian encounter, which, well, it was still a Rathian encounter. So I went ahead and just hunted down the Rathian for the materials first.
Good job, Peeve. Good job. That was a clutch paralysis, Peeve.
But then when I came back for the research team, they were, as the mod states on the mod page that I forgot about, broken and walking in place. So, kind of had to restart the quest. This time, however, just distracting the Rathian with a slinger shot and then running on into the desert where an even bigger problem awaited me.
Verdi.
It is, that's the mucus. Oh my god, are we getting Fulgur Anjanath? That thing's base stats have to be insane.
And I thought Diablos was bad.
At least that's a low rank Diablos. This is a DLC. This is an expansion monster. The master rank monster. If the stat scaling is appropriate, that's a master quest monster. Oh, well, give it up for wall number 2. See, what does Barath turn into? I hope I'm just wrong. It looks like it is. I can see the model poking through. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Oh no.
Oh, wait, it's a Kieran. Oh. Hold on.
See, I rolled a Kieran for the Barath encounter. And,
not much better, but,
oh man, I was not ready for that. I was so not ready for an Elder fight this early. And yes, the Kieran does one-shot me if it hits me, so this was a very quick death that I swapped out my sword and shield for, well, the larger, stronger sword and shield. The Charge Blade. Back in the fight, I got to ride the pony.
Riding the pony, baby, let's go.
Broke its horn with the axe mode hits.
We broke the horn? Oh, okay, we broke the horn. We broke the horn. We broke the horn.
And then by just taking extra time and going for strong attack punishes, I brought down the Kieran in the Wildspire Waste on my first attempt.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Give it up. Give it to me. Give it to it. There it is. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, so the base stats actually aren't that bad on the Kiri.
From here, though, it was time to go and save our ecologist friend from a failed mud fishing trip.
Oh, good, it's Rathian. Alright. Well, Dragon Element's gonna come in clutch here.
And ended up interrupting a Rathian taking a mud bath in the process.
Just Rathian playing in the mud.
While fighting the Rathian, I owed a lot of the work to a stray Cactuar friend who dealt a ton of damage to the giant lizard. And before too long, the queen went to bed permanently.
Let's go get that tail out of the way. That Cactuar did some work for me, though. You landed in the one spot you really didn't want to land in. Oh, and you're done. Okay, that's like I said. That cat car did a lot of work for us.
Then I ventured back into the ancient forest on the hunt for a new menace in the treetops, and lo and behold, there appeared to be a turf war going on between a lost Baroth and a Toby Kadachi.
Yeah, I really don't want to fight both of you here at the same time. Unofficial turf war? Are they just gonna fight each other? I'm okay with this. I'm actually okay with this. Nope, 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 nope. Go back. No, I missed it. No, I have a feeling that was gonna be it now. Second chance. Second chance. Yes. Alright, well, Baroth in the forest. Kinda cool. Cool.
And once the Baroth had been taken care of, we got word of another disturbance in the forest, and once back in the woods, we discovered a Geratodus had been bullying the local Jagras population, and we needed to deal with that, as only I am allowed to bully the Jagras on these hunts. I also had access to defense up medium now at the canteen, and you know what that means? Double-digit defense rating! Oh, we're really making progress here.
No, you stop. Get out of here. You piece of I'm telling you, I hate the power. Oh, you made me waste the power. You actual waste of space. There we go. That one really started to drag on there for a minute.
Then it was time for the first Zorah Magdaros mission. And instead of doing the auto-scroller quest, a random monster and location are chosen and we are dropped down into the map to hunt that instead. So for me, that was at the Elder's Recess, and we needed to hunt in Odegarin. However, something weird happened during this, which was that Peeve seemed to just be frozen and wouldn't do anything until I fast-traveled back to camp, which forced him out of the animation lock he was in. I also took some time here to gather up some adamant seeds and some other loose gathering points since we were in the recess pretty early on.
Okay, good. Peeve is back. Peeve is now on board. Hanging so far. Trippy tricks. Can we get the tail off now, please? Thank you. Oh, that one was my. I want an actual KO. I want a KO. Or we can just KO him out. KO him to death. KO stands for killed out.
When back at Astera, though, I then took basically all of the materials I had and sold them to reach just over 100,000 zenny. And I went to buy that really nice sword and shield in the Armory. However, The weapon was bugged.
What? Hold on, what? I can't even buy it. Why can't I buy it?
I wasn't allowed to buy it. I could buy literally every other weapon that was available except that sword and shield. So, after reloading the check once more, I then just bit the bullet and bought the Electro Rod Insect Glaive, as I thought the mobility would also be a big help, and, well, it's a master rank weapon, so, you know, that should easily carry me through the rest of low rank and mostly through high rank without much difficulty.
But we can buy the Electro Rod. I don't understand. Anyway, we're buying this. We're buying the Electro Rod. 775 raw, 390 ice. Multiple triple gem slot.
Then, after the refit for Lad, it was time to venture out into the Coral Highlands on an expedition, and so I could relearn how to use the Insect Glaive, since this was going to be my end-game weapon for the rest of the run, pretty much. You know, unless something happened or I got frustrated with a matchup. Then it was time for a Palico hunt. But reports were very inaccurate, as it turned out to be a Gyros in disguise. Although I never knew that the Gyros could use its frills to fly, so that is something the ecologist should mark down for later study. And yeah, in case anyone had doubts, this weapon absolutely shreds in low rank. I don't really think that was a question, but you know, it is the answer.
There's the attack I was looking for. Yeah. Oh, you actually shot under him? Crazy. Where was the orange? Red. There's orange. Alright, this weapon kind of fucked. This weapon kind of fucked right now.
From here, it was time to head down into the Rotten Vale, where the Radaban turned out to be the Radaban. Even though the cutscene didn't show it, so a very strange roll on the rando here. That being said, the Radaban goes down really quick with the new glaive, and I mean, well, just look at how quick the part breaks were popping on this thing. Next up, the expedition gets attacked by an invisible Legiana, and it turns out that the Pukey is able to camouflage itself and mimic other wyverns, as that was what turned out to be the attacker in the Highlands. Ecologists, please start noting down what these wyverns are capable of so other hunters aren't caught off guard. In the fight, once again, unsurprisingly, and also for the rest of low rank, goes by pretty fast.
That was sick. Ooh, got the sleigh on the roly pole.
Up next, it was time to head down into the Vale again, where a Legiana decided to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Most of the fights with the glaive have gone okay so far because of the mobility and the damage. But the Legiana, well, it moves around a lot. And it also has aerial attacks it likes to use, so I kind of got clipped by its tail swipe and carded once before finishing out the fight. I'm gonna have to pay a lot of attention to these movesets. I can't just rely on DPS rushing these things.
There we go, with the Dragoon Spike, baby, let's go.
Now it was time for the first tracking mission. Yeah, Yeah, I needed to go to find the first Wyverian, and along the doodle path, I ended up getting attacked by an invisible Rathalos before finding the old guy in the woods. He tells us to go hunt that Rathalos, and I would have done that then and there, except that the monster spawn bugged out and the monster stayed stuck outside of the map. So I kind of had to run back to Astera real quick and wait for it to make its way out from the deep forest. So, 2 missions are needed to progress here, and only the Diablos mission got randomized for some reason. Either that, or I just rolled a Rathalos on the Rathalos mission by chance. So after eating 1 death on the Rathalos fight right off the bat, I took it down in Zone 2 before moving on to the Diablos mission, where after the cutscene, the monster got stuck out of bounds again. And who was it that got stuck and made me restart the hunt?
Of course it was you.
That's right. It was the Jagras. So anyways, I beat the Diablos mission and then went back to speak to the Wyverian and set the next Zorah Magdaros mission in motion.
Alright, Diablo's quest is done.
Now, this randomized quest dropped me down back in the Wildspire map to hunt a Rathian. But Peeve was fully broken on this quest, and fast traveling back to camp didn't even fix him. So it was time to solo hunt a high-ranked Rathian. And, well, that didn't go so good.
What? How are you so accurate? Are you kidding me, dude? Yeah. What? Hit me. But I mean, it worked. And then I push the combo too far and get locked in place. Okay, that time. That one I understand. What was that?
Eventually, I just went out on a few expeditions to the Coral Highlands to go and stock up on adamant seeds so I could make some armor skins, thinking that that would make a big difference. I then came back to the big green scaly wall after stockpiling on items. And it turns out, a break is just what I needed. As I took a week off to finish up finals for college, and then when I came back, I was fresh and ready to roll with the best of them. And the first attempt had big green in the bag after all those deaths a week prior.
They don't work. Oh, finally. Alright, it turns out what I needed was just a break. Turns out all I needed was a break. We are back. We are so back.
From here, I then went and looped the Coral Highlands again for some more resources before jumping into the next quest for high rank in the Wildspire, where we were sent to investigate some disturbances, and it turns out that a very cantankerous Pookie was roaming around being a nuisance. So I went and took care of that pretty quickly.
Oh. That was risky. Wait. What do you mean? There we go. He was that close. Like,
I then got an attack jewel for all the troubles, and immediately I slotted it into the glaive for a minor boost to damage. And then I browsed to the workshop to see if there were any better kin sects.
Can't upgrade. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I also wanted to see if I can get an upgrade for Peeve yet or not, and I ended up getting Peeve a Deviljo hammer with Thunder Element. And I also formed a plan to get a better kin sect later on.
Kinsect bonus blunt boost. We have a severed knife. I didn't think to look at that. And kind of leaving stuff on the table, but for right now it's fine.
From here, I took out an optional quest just to go do something really quickly and, you know, see what happens, since I wanted more money and I was also kind of stuck in the Pink Brathian investigation right now. I then immediately regretted this decision when I stumbled upon a Lunastra in the ancient forest.
There is orange. There is orange. There is orange. Thank you. Okay, well, good. Great. That's exactly how I thought that would go. And we get one tap. Okay.
And once that disappointing show was over, I then went back to the Coral Highlands once again for track gathering and more seed picking. Then just ran out to gather tracks until the next mission in the Wildspire popped. Luckily for me, the monster that popped in the mission was a Toby Kodachi. And while I kind of put that squirrel snake to bed pretty quick before getting back to track gathering.
It's a very glitched out Toby. All right, done.
I then stopped by the shop at the trade yard and made a little pig friend, but, well, it seemed I was petting Poogie the wrong way and made him mad at me. Sorry, little buddy. And then, while back out in the Highlands for more track gathering, I noticed a new track marker, which, concerningly, belonged to a possible Deviljo. And lo and behold, up on the high shelf, there was a confused pickle that was endlessly walking into a wall, just hanging out. I then spent a bit of time here hunting for the remaining tracks that I needed, and finally completed the investigation before heading back to Astera. About this time, I wanted to get down to craft up some items and make a set loadout for high rank hunts. Yeah, not that there was really going to be anything major or a lot of them, but just a simple loadout that I could just instantly refresh instead of hunting through the box all the time. So, for the rest of the game, the loadout consisted of potions, mega potions, an ancient potion, antidotes, null berries, rations, cool drinks, armor skins, shock and pitfall traps, a max potion, mega nutrients, and trank bombs. I then upgraded my living quarters and released my squirrel bunny and cactuar pets into the newly attached garden area just because I could before the next set of hunts.
Look at him go. Look at him go. Running laps in the garden.
And with all of that out of the way, I then set out for the next story mission, which led to the party getting attacked by an Angie out in the Coral Highlands, and the glaive put out some really decent damage against the Rexy lizard, and I basically one-cycled it if you don't count the cliff jump as an area change, since it happened pretty much immediately at the start of the hunt.
Okay, maybe not. Oh, okay, never mind.
And once that was over with, next up it was time for us to definitely only be going to the Elder's Recess for the first time in this game. Yep. The first time. With the exploration party. Not because our winged drake got confused earlier and dropped us here way earlier than we should have been. No, sir. So it was time to run around and find all of the cutscenes for the area. First up was the Dodogama, then the Lavasia, then finally the Uragan, until it was time for the chief researcher to hand us our next hunt. Which, well, it's time for the Nerd Gigante mission. Oh boy. Now, this is a randomizer, and I'm not 100% sure how all of the math works or stats change in the rando for the different quest levels. I know the basic way it works, with monsters having base stats and then getting a stat multiplier based on quest level, but this was a key quest, and it was also for an Elder Dragon. So I was a little worried that that multiplier was going to be a little bit extra buffed for this mission, and really hoped that I got a good roll on the monster.
Is that red?
And as it turned out,
Is it red?
I got a horrible roll on the monster. See, the game had to balance me out for giving me that rarity 10 weapon, I guess. As the monster that took the place of the Nerd Gigante was none other than...
Valhazak? No! No, it's an actual Elder Dragon.
the Valhazak. The health-draining stinky boy of the Rotten Vale. And, oh boy, did this take a hot minute.
Okay, well, meet the next wall. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, that's what I did. Okay. Well, there goes all of our... Oh. And even with the boost, it was a one tap. So, from full health, like full health, not this full health. Max health. How are we gonna do this? And we knew this was coming sooner or later. Okay, hold on, wait, what actually hit me on that one? Hey, I mean, that was a decent burst. Yeah. So that's what it is. We have to... Okay, so I need to... Honestly, since it's not even worth taking anymore, start popping attack up large, and then stick to the wings. I just shot him with a torch. How did he die? No! No! I mean, I'll take it, but that's crazy.
From here, 3 more quests open up, but 2 of them require investigating and track gathering in the Ancient Forest and in the Wildspire Waste. These quests would be the Kushala Daora, Valhazak, and the Teostra hunts. So, skipping through the tedium of track gathering, and first up is the Rotten Vale with the Valhazak hunt. Heading all the way to the bottom of the vale, we get into a cutscene where the Val would show itself, but something else lies in wait under the giant mound of corpses.
Just a leg. Is that a Legiano? Oh my god, it's a Legiano.
See, while we've been away, the local Valhazak has been usurped by a Legiana. And then the fight commences. Honestly, though, I don't mind this roll. I can deal with the Legiana pretty easily as long as I watch out for the aerial attacks that will one-shot me. But otherwise, I'm chill with this fight.
Head strike, give me head strike, give me head strike, head strike, give me head strike, give me head strike, give me head strike, give me head strike. No. Okay. Get greedy, don't get greedy. That. Let's go. Let's go. Fireworks, bam, 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 bam.
Up next, it's time to head into the Elder's Recess once again to deal with the Teostra mission. But where the Teostra would normally spawn, a new tyrant stands in place.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Yeah, that's right. I rolled another Diablos. Because this game has no chill and wants to make me hate my life as I get inches from the ending of the campaign. I ended up putting this one on hold until after I did the other quest because I needed to just take a break from the Diablos memes. So we'll come back here. And finally, it was time for the last regular mission of the game before the big finale in Xeno'jiiva's arena. See, the final mission in the Elder's Recess would have spawned the Kushala Daora, and instead, it spits out a very angry Anjanath at me.
Oh, it's an engine. It's an engine. Oh man, did he say fall damage?
Now, this fight went so good, actually. I was a little surprised. I was getting the punishes, I was dishing out some really nice damage, all of my dodges were smooth, and then I just had the thought, wait, I can end this fight faster because I have traps on me. And well, let me tell you, that was a huge mistake. See, I am hunting an Anjanath here, but the mission is supposed to be a Kushala Daora. You know, an Elder Dragon hunt. And all Elder Dragon quests are slay quests, since you can't capture them. That means that I can still capture the Anjanath here, and I do, but that automatically sets the quest to a failure state, and I realized it immediately after I put the big guy to sleep and the screen changed.
Oh my god.
And you know, I don't know if it was run fatigue setting in or what, but this thing then turned into a hard wall for me from this point on, and I was throwing runs left and right this far in.
Oh my god, we got him with a bug. We got him with a bug. The bug got him. The bug got him. Good job, bug. Bug, you officially get a name. You have killed the NG. You shall now be known as Reginald from this day forward. The bug has been named. Reginald, proper respect.
Eventually, I finally put the big guy down after my colossal blunder earlier, then went back and finished the Diablos hunt before it was time to head into the Everstream to see what would be waiting inside the Xeno'jiiva arena. Yeah, this part was real fun.
Oh, really? No mount? Crazy. There we go. I was like, I have to get close. There's no way. Warrior slash. Tail T. Drop. Gonna drop. Oh, there it is. Bro, what is happening? What is it about every time I come back to this? This is the key. This is the key here. This is the key here, everybody. Whenever you hit a wall in a game, just take a break for a day and then come back. This is insane. The longer I play, the sloppier I get. Clearly what I'm playing.
The Xeno'jiiva quest here is very straightforward, as it is a cutscene and a boat ride to the prep area, and then you get to watch a cutscene of the new monster being spawned into the world.
And what are the odds that we showed up exactly at this time?
So, after our trip up the river Styx, we find the Xeno cocoon and wait with bated breath to see what our final opponent would be. I was really hoping it would be the Jagras for the funnies.
Who is it? Please be the Jagras. Please be the Jagras.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Well, Xeno'jiiva is in the cutscene. Oh, it's a Toby!
Now, since this is the last fight of the run, I am just going to play out the cutscene and then let the fight play out as it went, and then we'll wrap this all up in a minute.
Okay, it's not the Jagras, but I'll take this. Demon level Toby. Oh, he stopped glowing. It actually kind of looks cool. Alright, bro, chill. 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 You. What is this? Oh, not that. Which one is it? There's one of these we can shoot down. This one? Come on, over here. Yes. Okay, where is your orange? Bro, where's your orange? Somehow I got it. I think it's chat. Okay, he jumped out. He jumped out. He jumped out. Eve, distract him! Eve, distract him! I need to buff! Eve, distract him! I need to buff! Please! He is not interested in P. put ourselves in a little. Break the tail. Break it. Okay. Go for it, Reginald! It's gonna break in. Okay, he did the backflip. He did the backflip. All right. You know, honestly, this would be a decent fight. Hard. Yeah, so defense doesn't matter. Like I thought, but confirmed. When we get the demon drug and armor skin effects for 5 minutes anyways, final fight. Oh wait, hold on. We can use trap. Oh, we can't use the shock trap. We have to kill it though. We cannot capture it. You know what? Give me the dash, dude. Juice time. Hey, buddy. Oh, I can't even use the grab in here, you know? That's fine. it home. I'm gonna keep using the big damage too. Oh, keep hitting. Let's go! Reginald for the win! Oh, the beetle again! Okay! Hey, we're done! Obi Kadachi, Destroyer of Worlds. Done in by the illustrious Reginald.
The Xeno Kadachi was a very quick fight, even with the difficulty multiplier. But like I said way back at the start of this, once I got that glaive, this run would go by pretty quickly. And with that, in about 15 hours of game time later, the Monster Hunter World randomized Armorless run is done. And it was a lot of fun getting to play World again, even with the restrictions used in this run. Now, if you enjoyed the video, then, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, and let me know what your favorite weapon to use in Monster Hunter is down in the comments below. Also, the Patreon is now up, and the exclusive content as well as the full uncut run of this challenge are available now for those that want to go directly support the channel and get something in return. Plenty more will be on the way, but for now, that's what's up. And with all of that said, that's going to be all from me for now. More videos are on the way. Remember to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again soon.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't put that armor on.